So thank you, everyone. Thank you for the brief introduction. So my name is Alon, and I'm the head of commercial development for global emerging markets. And today I'm going to have a brief chat with everyone. How can global markets actually help you to grow your cross-border trade business? So without further ado, let me quickly jump in and go to my next slide. Okay, so let me go. So what am I going to talk about today? So I'm going to quickly take a high-level look at Greece. Then I'll talk very, very quickly about the future of e-commerce, the post-COVID-19. Then we'll quickly jump to marketplace and how can marketplaces actually help you grow your CBT business, cross-border trade business. We'll talk a little bit about what eBay does in Greece, and then I'll briefly try to talk about how can eBay help Greek sellers today. So let's continue. So let's have a very high level look at Greece and what's happening in Greece in the last few years. So we all know what happened a few years ago after a huge growth in GBT. Greece had a pretty much big decline in the GDP per capita, but we are very optimistic at what's been happening in the last few years and what's going to happen ahead, because we actually see that the GDP is growing, and that is a very good signal for all of us. So while GDP is growing, when we look at what's happening to the population of Greece in the last few years, we're actually seeing that the population is declining. So it's declining and it's getting smaller and smaller in Greece. So what does it mean? If you're a seller today and you look at the Greece market and you look at the population in the market, you understand that the local population is shrinking, but the economy is pretty much blooming and growing. So when you think about a seller today or somebody that sells goods, you understand that if the population is shrinking, economy is growing, probably export is one of the ways to grow your business if you want to grow. So saying that, let's look about what's happening in the global e-commerce market, right, after COVID-19. So we all know that e-commerce is blooming, right? And between 2019 and 2020, we had a huge growth in e-commerce. And what you're seeing here, this is the total sales of e-commerce across the world. And as you understand, in a few years, these numbers are going to reach almost a quarter of the retail sales in the world. So though we had a huge jump past the COVID-19, this e-commerce business is continuing to grow. And what we know is that it's going to continue to grow in the next few years. So if e-commerce is growing, let's talk a little bit about CBT, cross-border trade. What's happening in the cross-border trade? So a few years ago, in 2016, cross-border trade was only 15%, as you can see, from the total trade of e-commerce. But when you look at the numbers of this year, we're actually talking about more than 22%. What does it mean? It means that one of every sale online is actually going to be cross-border sale, right? So one of every four. What does that mean for the Greek sellers? So we saw before that population is shrinking, GDP is growing. Now we understand CBT is actually growing, and e-commerce is growing. So when you think about the future of e-commerce, if you're a seller, if you're somebody that is based in Greece and you're asking yourself, where is the future? What should I look at? You pretty much understand that e-com CBT is actually the one way that you can grow your business going forward. So when we said that, then the next question you would probably ask me, so how should I enter? What is the right way for me to start my business? Because Alon is telling me right now that e-commerce is blooming. Alon is telling me that export is growing. eBay is teaching me that CBT is growing. So how should I do that? What is the right way to enter the area of e-commerce? And before I start that, I want to start with a story. So you probably all know this person on the right-hand side. He was the president of the United States, but before he was the president of the United States, he had a TV show. And why am I showing you this picture of kids selling lemonade? Because he hosted a show. The show was called Apprentice, when he was trying to teach business people how to become his apprentice at the end of the day. And one of the things that he told them is he divided them into teams and he asked them, go and sell lemonade, right? So every team was going out and trying to sell a lemonade. One was focusing more on the product, trying to get the best lemonade they can. The other one was making sure that their marketing strategy is in place. The third group was trying to get the best price that they could do for the lemonade. But the real question was, which of the team actually won the contest? And the answer is, the first rule of business is location, location, location. What does it mean? It means that the team that actually chose the right location to put their stand, the lemonade stand, was the team that did the best. And why am I telling you all of this story about selling lemonade? And what is the connection between selling lemonade and online e-commerce? Is because when you think about the first rule of e-commerce, actually, you understand that the first rule of e-commerce, which is equivalent to location, is traffic. When you think about your business and when you think about your online business, you need to understand that the main issue that when you think about your e-commerce business, you need to think about traffic. How am I going to generate traffic or people that will come and see my site? So when you think about traffic, you want to look at data and you want to understand, where do people spend their time? Where do they sell, right? So when you look at that data, you actually realize very quickly that half of the top retail sites in the world are marketplaces. So when you ask yourself, I need to open a business, I need to do it cross-border, I need to do that, should I open my own site or should I do it otherwise? So after I told you that the most important thing is traffic, and you see that most of the traffic is actually going to marketplaces, you really quickly understand that if you want to grow your business, your CBT business, the one place that you need to be is one of the marketplaces. But when you think about marketplaces, and I think the person before me talked about a lot of challenges that you have when you open up a CBT e-commerce business online, right? And you want to start selling. And you think about, okay, I need a lot of solutions. It's not just about traffic. I understand marketplaces have enough traffic. But what can marketplaces also give me and help me in order to grow my business? So all of those things that you see right here on my presentation, these are the things that big marketplace like eBay can actually provide any sellers that wants to sell online. Because when you think about time to market, opening a store on eBay takes you only a few minutes. You have all integrated payment solution that you want. The cost is minimal. You know, if you need marketing solution, you have built-in marketing solution. We talked about, I think the person before me talked about the challenges of, shipping outside of Greece if you want to ship something. So eBay, for example, gives you a lot of solutions like fulfillment. eBay gives the shoppers that come in and shop on your site, they trust the eBay. eBay has a lot of data that they share with you. And of course, we are a technology company. So a lot of things that we do, we actually build tools in order to help our sellers to grow. So again, in a cap, when you think about an e-commerce business and you think about your place in Greece and you think about what do I need to do, you understand that export is the future, e-commerce is the future, CBT is the future, and probably the easiest way and the right way for you to do it would be to go on a marketplace, build your entity there, and start selling. So let's talk a little bit about, because I only have 5 more minutes, and I want to talk to you about what eBay does in Greece today. So I don't know if you know a little bit about eBay, but eBay, of course, is one of the biggest marketplaces that you have in the world. We're actually active in about 190 markets. And last quarter, we had 142 million active buyers that bought on eBay. So if you think about the Greece population, which is around 10 million, think about the opportunity that you have today if you go online and use eBay as a platform, because we hold on above 140 million buyers, that buy on eBay. And Greek sellers are actually very active today on eBay, and we're super delighted to see that, because we actually see that almost more than in every minute on eBay last or 2 years ago, actually every 20 seconds was somebody bought something from Greece. So great job, Greek seller. Continue to do that. And I think you understand the big opportunity that you have. So let's talk a little bit about what people sell from Greece to share with you. So the number one category or vertical, what we call, is actually collectibles. But not far away behind that, we actually see growth on fashion, parts and accessories, electronics, home or garden, lifestyle. So pretty much a lot of the things that you can actually find on eBay, you see that Greek people are selling. And again, well done, great job. Keep on doing this job and continue to grow that. So I talked about the sellers. What do we actually do in Greece, and how do we actually help the Greek sellers grow? So we do a lot of activities in Greece, though we don't have a local presence, like people that are actually inside or sitting in Greece. We actually have a lot of partnership. Some of the partnerships that I want to tell you today that we are doing is a big cooperation with NBG that we have, that we're actually together helping SMBs to grow. And the second partnership that I want to talk about is an amazing cooperation that we have with Best Price, that has been our partner for a couple of years. And we actually even won a gold award on that partnership. And this is a good opportunity to say thank you for our biggest partners in Greece. By the way, these are like just the biggest partners, but we do have many, many other partners in Greece. And we're looking forward to partner with any one of you that is here today. And at the end of my presentation, I'll also share my details. So feel free to reach out to me. And we're happy to talk to you about how can eBay actually help the Greek economy and the SMB's economy, and through e-commerce. So let's talk about a little bit, really, how can we help? How does eBay really supports Greek sellers today? So today I want to tell you about an offering that we have for Greek businesses. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to support them by actually have a personal training. So people that will actually come and talk to you and help you and train you and support you. By the way, this support goes on for a full year. So you kind of get a dedicated account manager that will work with you and support you during the onboarding process. Not only that, if you join our special program, we actually offer you a free store for 3 months, and also free, almost unlimited opportunity to upload any amount of sales that you want to do. So today I'm happy to share with you that if you actually want to become a seller on eBay, we are very much delighted, and we would love to support you by all of those things that I've just mentioned. And if you ask me, how do I do that, and where can I find more information for me in order to understand, and how can I learn more about how to do export, et cetera, et cetera. So we built an amazing site, which is called, this is the URL, which is called export.ebay.com. And I want to invite you to go online, because we have great lessons, online lessons there. And probably every answer to every question that you have about e-commerce on eBay, on how to export. We have a partner page where you can actually find partners that can help you with your business today. And if you actually want to join the program that I was just talking about, the personal training, the sales support, the free store, et cetera, I have this QR code that you see on the top right-hand side. So please, I'm going to leave that here for another minute or so, and use your phone or use any other way that is comfortable for you. Scan that QR code, go online. We have a page, by the way, it's in the Greek language, and we want to tell you, go and register on that page, and we will happy to support you and to work with you and to help the Greek SMB grows. And again, people, thank you very much for hosting me today. And being and giving me the opportunity to give this talk. I wish I could come and visit you, and I really hope that soon I will be able to travel and to come to Greece and to visit your beautiful country. In the interim, these are my details, so you can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, wherever you want to reach out to me. This is my name. Feel free to reach out and ask me any questions or anything that you want to chat. And again, thank you very much for hosting me today. If there are any questions from the crowd, I'm happy to answer them.